NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's too warm for it to snow, but it's close. 35 degrees, 3 degrees above freezing. Wintry mix. Well, to honor the memory of those slain in Connecticut Friday, the NFL has paid tribute at every site today. So let's join the PA announcer here, John Rook.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Friday, the nation experienced a horrific tragedy when a shooting at an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut, resulted in the deaths of 26 innocent people, including 20 children. At this time, please stand and join in a moment of silent reflection as we light a flare for each of the victims. Thank you. Fans, please remain standing as we now honor America. Presenting the colors, veterans from the Boston Police Honor Guard. And performing our national anthem, please welcome George Komsky.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Kickoff moments away right now. Let's check in with Michelle.
Well, Al, as the San Francisco defense prepared to face Tom Brady this week, they had a useful resource in safety Dante Whitner, who spent his first 5 NFL seasons with the Buffalo Bills and faced Brady 10 times. But when I asked Whitner, were you the advice guy this week for the defense? He said, yeah, but so was Randy Moss, who played 3 seasons with Tom Brady. On the team flight from San Francisco to Boston on Friday night, Whitner and other members of the defense sat with Moss and watched tape of 2 Patriots games. Whitner told me Moss was able to point out things like where Brady likes to go with the football in certain situations. And they spent a good amount of time looking at the Patriots' empty formations. Whitner told me we picked up some tips. Hopefully it helps us out. And Al, Moss wants to be helpful to the offense as well. He is starting at wide receiver tonight in place of the injured Mario Manningham.
All right, thank you, Michelle. And his San Francisco 49ers are atop the division, but Seattle winning again today, 9-5. So the 49ers would have only a half-game lead if they lose tonight, and those two teams meet on Sunday Night Football in Seattle next week. Meanwhile, In the AFC, Houston holds the #1 seed at the moment, winning today over Indianapolis. And then there's Denver and New England. They would each be 11-3, and New England would have beaten Denver head-to-head, so they would own the tiebreak and would wind up as the #2 seed if the season ended today, which of course you know it doesn't. San Francisco has won the toss. They deferred, so we're going to see Brady right off the bat. Devin McCourty is back to return the kick for New England. Division leaders, good battle. 49ers coming across the country, and off we go on Sunday Night Football. McCourty from the 2-yard line. And good special teams coverage by the 49ers as Tom Brady comes out to lead the Patriot offense against this San Francisco defense.
Ray McDonald, the University of Florida.
Isako Sopoama, Hawaii.
Justin Smith, Missouri. Ahmad Brooks, UVA.
Navarro Bowman, Penn State.
Patrick Willis, Ole Miss.
Alden Smith, the University of Missouri.
Carlos Rogers, Auburn University.
Dante Whitner, the Ohio State. Deshaun Golson, Washington.
Terrell Brown, DBU, University of Texas.
#2 defense overall and allowed the fewest points in the league, the 49ers at this point, as Brady begins with a quick flip out to the left side. And the catch is made by Brandon Lloyd. Over the last 7 games, 19 touchdowns, 1 interception a couple of weeks ago in Miami. And they go no huddle here. Quicken the pace right off the bat, as they do. And Stephen Ridley loses the ball. And the 49ers are there, but now the ball's still loose at the 17. Signal that they have it. They'll unpile, and we'll see who, with Ed Hockley, the referee, right there, so signaling that San Francisco has recovered. So in these conditions, on the second play of the game, Ridley puts it on the ground, and Navarro Bowman recovers. Was he down is the question.
Yes.
He was. So
Yes,
you have,
was.
well, you don't even have to challenge it. Everything gets reviewed in terms of a turnover. So it's being reviewed upstairs, and Belichick does not have to challenge. He's going to wind up, I think, retaining the ball anyway. And the crowd now sees it. You hear their reaction.
The elements a factor already out here, Al. It has been raining steadily. It's cold. It's a difficult night to handle the football. And, of course, Stephen Ridley has had a few issues in the past, last season, hanging on to the ball. He's going to do the spin move, hit there, and now backside on the ground, ball comes out. But it gives you some idea of how slippery this ball is, and this is as fresh as the footballs are going to be.
He's fumbled 3 times this year. This would have been #4, but for the moment, the Patriot defense is back on the sideline. They figure to win this review, and that would make it a 3rd down and 1 if the ball comes back to where the tackle was made. The Patriots, the #1 offense in the league, leading the league in yards, leading the league in points, 36.3 a game, and the 49ers allowing only 14 points per game. It's the 7th time since 1970, when the AFL and NFL merged. You've had this matchup in week 12 or later. And in the 6 prior meetings, the #1 offense has beaten the #1 defense 4 of 6.
And the thing you have to do against this Patriots team and Tom Brady is really survive the first quarter. You know, Houston couldn't do it last week, but 1,168 yards for Brady passing in the first quarter. There's nobody even close to that number.
So Brady staying warm. Here comes Hockley to give the ball back to New England.
The runner was down before the ball came loose. It is New England. It will be 3rd and 1 on the 25-yard line. Please reset the clock to 14:32. 14:32 on the clock. Thank you. 14:32.
Brady in the offense. Back out. Now the Patriots on 3rd or 4th and 1. Best in the league. Brady sneaks for a 1st down a lot of the time, so you keep that in mind here on 3rd and 1.
Hard to imagine, but Tom Brady's one of the best third down backs there is in the National Football League. He just has a knack for it. I'm sure you'll see San Francisco piled up over the center, Ryan Wendell.
And Hockley winds the clock, and here we go on 3rd down and 1.